The world had turned silent. Cities buried under ash and memories, and I was one of the few who still wandered. I stumbled through the ruins, scavenging what little life remained beneath the gray skies. Amid the debris, a soft hum caught my ear, a sound I hadn't heard. Under flickering streetlights, Clara Voss lights a cigarette outside the dim jazz club. Her breath forms a mist in the cold night air, the silver locket at her neck catching the faint glow. Inside, Anna Lyle sings a haunting melody, her auburn curls brushing a crescent moon tattoo that glimmers under the stage lights. The audience is entranced, shadows dancing along the walls. Clara's sharp eyes scan the room, settling uneasily on Vincent Hale at the bar. His scarred cheek catches the dim light as he nervously surveys the crowd, glancing over his shoulder. Vincent suddenly slides a folded note into Clara's hand, before disappearing quickly through a rain-soaked alley behind the club. The damp air swirls around her as the door slams shut. Unfolding the note, Clara reads a cryptic message about the Vale and a midnight rendezvous near the docks. Her eyes narrow, realizing the urgency hidden between the cryptic words. Pocketing the note, Clara fingers her silver locket, the cold metal grounding her resolve. The shadows under the street lamp deepen as her expression hardens. At the police station, Lieutenant Morneau frowns over a faded photograph of the city's skyline, rain-blotched yet familiar. He explains the unsolved disappearances with a stern voice, tension thick in the air. Clara exhales smoke from her cigarette, jaw clenched, promising Morneau she'll uncover the truth. The flickering bulb overhead casts long shadows on the worn walls. Later, Elias Crane emerges from the mist near the docks, his gray fedora low and gloves pristine against the damp night. His silent approach seems almost spectral in the fog. Clara approaches Elias cautiously, noting his cold demeanor and the gleam of his gloves in the muted light. Their whispered exchange carries weight, secrets hovering between them. Elias warns of unseen forces lurking beneath the city's surface, cryptically mentioning the Midnight Vale as something to fear. His words hang heavy in the chill air. Suddenly, a shadow detaches. Vincent appears, urgency in his whisper as he speaks of a meeting that could expose everything. The three share a tense glance, aware of the risks. From their hidden vantage, Clara, Elias, and Vincent watch as shadowy figures gather in a clandestine assembly near the docks. Blurred reflections ripple off the water, obscuring faces. Gunfire shatters the silence. Chaos erupts with frantic movement. Clara narrowly escapes amidst the turmoil, clutching a torn piece of fabric stained with shadows and rain. Back in her dim apartment, Clara examines the fabric's emblem by the fading light, a match to Anna's crescent moon tattoo. A chill runs through her at the unexpected connection. Anna confronts Clara, suspicion flickering in her eyes as she questions the emblem's link to her past performances. Her voice trembles with a mix of fear and anger. Clara recalls rumors of a secret society, veiled references caught in old jazz lyrics passed down through whispers. The city's darkest corners seem to pulse with hidden meaning. Vincent admits his past affiliation with the society, revealing its deep reach into city officials and even the police force. His tone is haunted, remorse threading each word. Clara's silver locket glints faintly as she recalls her father's mysterious disappearance years ago, a dark thread now entwined with the society's shadow. Determination steals her gaze. At dawn, Elias reveals a concealed entrance beneath the city, a hidden passage that promises answers. They plan their exploration carefully, the weight of secrecy pressing down. Descending into twisting tunnels, shadows strain into ominous shapes, whispers curling from unseen corners. The faint glow of the locket marks their path against the oppressive darkness. A sudden mechanism slams shut behind them, sealing the entrance tight. Trapped, the group clings to the faint light emanating from Clara's locket as panic stirs. The locket's glow illuminates cryptic symbols carved deeply into the stone walls. The group leans in, realizing the warnings etched in stone might hold crucial meaning. Vincent interprets the symbols as grave cautions, but Elias pushes forward undeterred. They uncover a hidden chamber, its air thick with decades of secrets. Inside, stacks of documents expose layers of corruption, officials entwined with mysterious disappearances linked to the secret society. The full scope of their enemies' reach becomes chillingly clear. Suddenly, distant footsteps echoed through the tunnel, sharp and unyielding. Instinctively, the group melted into the shadows, blending with blurred reflections cast by flickering lights. Lieutenant Morneau's stern voice called out, slicing through the silence and betraying their hiding spot. Morneau appeared, his square jaw set rigidly as he demanded Clara hand over the evidence immediately. His tone left no room for negotiation, threatening charges of insubordination if she refused. The air thickened with tension, the flicker of cigarette embers nearly forgotten. Clara stepped forward, her eyes unwavering as she opened her coat to reveal her own badge beneath. Her voice was steady as she declared a commitment to justice that transcended mere orders. The silver locket around her neck caught the low light, a quiet emblem of her resolve. Morneau hesitated, a flicker of conflict crossing his features beneath his stern facade. Before the standoff could deepen, a sudden structural tremor rocked the tunnel, sending debris crashing down and forcing them into chaos. Dust and shadows swirled as the passage partially collapsed behind them. Amidst the turmoil, Elias's gaze caught a faint glimmer, a narrow exit veiled by twisting passages. Without hesitation, he adjusted his gray fedora and led the group through the labyrinthine corridors. Their steps echoed faintly against wet walls, the silver locket and crescent moon tattoo glimpsed in fleeting reflections. At last, they emerged near the city's riverside, where shadowy figures in trench coats awaited under dim street lamps. The figures' silhouettes merged with the night, an ominous presence wrapping the group in unease. Clara's grip tightened on her locket as the moon tattoo peeked from Anna's wrist. A sudden pursuit ignited. Clara sprinted through narrow alleyways and darted across rooftops, expertly navigating the urban maze. The city's neon lights blurred in streaks as she clutched her locket, her breath sharp in the cold air. Behind her, footsteps faltered but never ceased. Reunited in a neon-glowing street corner, Anna and Vincent joined Clara and Elias. The group huddled together, whispering rapid strategies under the electric hum. The crescent moon tattoo caught fleeting glints from flickering signs, grounding them. Anna revealed a forgotten jazz recording, its crackling notes hiding coded messages about the society's covert operations. The melody intertwined with cryptic whispers, secrets layered beneath the familiar tune. The faded city skyline photograph lay nearby, a constant reminder of what was at stake. Listening intently, Clara decrypted the chilling phrase, "Veil lifted at last." The words hinted at an impending event that could change everything. Shadows seemed to lengthen around them as understanding deepened. Vincent leaned in, his scarred cheek shadowed under a street lamp. He warned of a clandestine auction where secrets, and more, were laid bare and traded like currency. The city's underbelly pulsed with danger just ahead. Clara infiltrated the auction disguised among the shadows, eyes sharp beneath her leather coat's collar. Her gaze locked on the organizer's emblem, a mirror of the insignia etched into her silver locket. The room buzzed with hushed bids and shifting alliances. She observed as live bids soared over incriminating documents, each coming at higher stakes than anticipated. The auction held more than rumors. It was a battleground where truth and deception clashed openly. Smoke curled upward, cigarettes burning down ever closer to ash. Suddenly, an unexpected raid shattered the tense atmosphere, chaos erupting. Seizing the moment, Clara slipped through confusion to snatch critical evidence from beneath watchful eyes. The silver locket pressed against her chest, a symbol of unyielding courage. Safe within a dimly lit hideout,